Okay. I'm just going to do one thing that I should have done before. And I'm going to check to make sure that things are working properly.
Thank you, my friend.
Shit.
As possible.
Shit. Okay. Everything's ordered properly. Let's go to the docks. Even though they're already nearly at the other side. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it's been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Vognir's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Alright, what do you guys think? Should we talk to, Hakon? Shh. Quiet, you. I don't know what's being blocked. Should we talk to, Hakon, or should we talk to, Ludin? What do you guys think? Hakon it is. Scrivener. You find Hakon in a meat house, surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees as many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon. Wagner is the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Humans. I guess if I only lived as young as a Yoxfart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon let slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Vognir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to go back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, and step back into the cool air outside. Oh, we get to talk to both. Cool. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Luton. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Luton. Yes, you're with Vognir. I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Vognir a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Luton looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. You crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? As a Scrivener, I think this is probably, wise. A Varl historian. Aha, don't you already know? Your king and mine both have been practically trumpeting it through the cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Ludin takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Wagner came to our capital in Arberang, and now we go to the Val's capital in Grofheim, to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men involved. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damned cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. Take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Alright, and to the Great Hall. At dawn you're woken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply letters. All there, just as promised to your mild surprise. Wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. The guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already here. A while later, Ludin's men appear, groggy and disheveled. Mulger steps forward, Wagner's quartermaster. You all recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. I think we're ready. You follow Moger and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Hey Bob, did you know you're playing Path of Exile? Called out. I'm just calling you out because lols. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Mocha, cracking open mead casks. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass without raucous laughter as hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed through our camp. I think we should toast. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between men and Varl. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually, you sit down beside Wagner. What do you guys think? Should we, chat with Wagner, drink merrily, or go a little easy? I think it's probably wise to keep sharp. So, I think we should probably at least go easy on the drink and maybe not be too merry. Twitch plays Banner Saga. Oh my god, can you imagine how that would go? Wagner is the incumbent Prince of the Varl. We've met him once already. He's the, red-bearded fella. Or orange. Whatever. Let's chat with him. Thanks for the speech, slurs Wagner. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Moger. I thought the damn governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried, and he asked me to clean up his mess. For your benefit, turns out. I'd have given the job to you too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Ludin? Hopefully, the boy goes back to Arberang on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hakan. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Don't you miss the fight, Ubin? You down your mead instead of replying. Wagner slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing Dredge, but this... Pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Oh, wow. Used to be, horrors would follow you for what you'd done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Varl. They've always been muddy, Wagner. Wagner stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. You rise groggily. The campsite is a casualty of merriment. Mulder is already kicking warriors away when you spot Luton stalking in your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. You better wake up, you nudge Wagner. You're needed. Ah, it's Luton. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? Ah! We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. Impatient, isn't he? This is the map of the world. You can sort by dragging the mouse pan. Alright, so we are here. There's Strand. Ominous. It is impressive how much they put into the map. I wonder if we'll end up over there. The constellations. We head north, then east, past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Luton. Why not take the ships to Scrimus instead? What's the point of marching? Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It's covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. It could have shown you all the wonder of Scrimmerstead. Half-sunken city crawling with dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Luton exhales through his nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off, too. Luton's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Thanks, Wagner. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vaderfell, if we're lucky. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping camp on travel. Past time of using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. High morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Tap leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to get back to the road. Sorry for bumping the mic. Who do we have? So we got Gnolf, who leveled up. Hold on. Promote. Alright. I forget what what that does. Exertion the amount of willpower you can use on any given action. Okay. I forgot about that. Ah! We can't boost Tempest yet. Okay. I like doing break. Jag-oo. Let's boost that. Gonna kills 5. Wait, we can promote him again? Luden? Hakon? Actually, what are Luden's abilities? Impale. Golden. Okay. Interesting. Hakon. Sundering Impact. What's your default heavy impact? Mogre. Bring the pain. I like it. Should we promote Gunnulf again? We got plenty of renown, let's do it. Alright. So we've got hits up to 3 enemies. Hot diggity. I like the armor break. He's got very low willpower. Let's boost that. And give him a little bit more... Well, the thing with the Banner Saga, as with many things in this game, pretty much everything is limited. I like it. Okay, now we can't let you die. Alright. Let's try out... Let's test things out, because it's been a while. Let's put you there. Let's put you there. Actually, let's try it. Hakon. Ready. He's fine. Added strength and armor damage to target and adjacent enemies. It doesn't. It shouldn't. Get over there. Splash. Added strength and armor damage to target. Jeez. Okay. So it just does more damage. Sorry, Mogan. And/or Hogan. I don't know. Ow. They die forever. Like, they don't just die, they really die. This is the Banner Saga. Okay. Interesting. We've got plenty of supplies, but I think we should probably get out, because our morale's fine.
Winterfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
So many Varl. By how report, that's a lot of Varl for some missing cat. What? A couple days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself, until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? Wouldn't know. My boys seen men up the hill carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. Scufflings out here, maybe. Could they have Varl working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around, get camp set up. The peasant spits, as anxiously darting about the caravan as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here no more than a day. And the silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of Varl? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up. Hear that? Where's Luden? It's faint. Sounds like fighting and something else. Hakan takes off at a run. Oh boy. Luden? Those are dredge? Run away! Why do you want me to get close to the dredge? Spearmen can attack diagonally and up to 2 tiles away. blocks attacks on strength. Raise enemy armor higher than your strength. There's a 10% chance the attack will be deflected. Notice the chance to hit shown above the attack button. Attack this enemy's strength. Deflected attacks do no damage. From here on out, you will fail catastrophically if you don't break armor. Damaging both strength and armor is equally important. We do need to break his armor. Ow. Please don't kill Gunolf. No, we just want the two. He is not doing so hot. Thankfully, they're going after his armor. Wait. We can deal 7 to this guy. There. He's not gonna be hurting anybody anytime soon. So it might be gonna... He needs to get out of there badly. He's got 1 willpower left. Let's deal some damage. He's going after Gunolf. No, no! One of the best things that you can do in this game, and this is something that I do remember. Not rest. Is to actually go after the enemy's strength first. And just leave them to, like, kind of rot. Because there's not really a whole lot they can do. Use the horn to get willpower. Foes lying dead at your feet wouldn't regret. What? Consequence. Injured. He's been injured in battle. Maybe not dead, but he's probably not going to be usable for the next one. You trying to get yourself killed, Luden? What are you doing? I was trying to get a shot in between the plates. You never seen a dredge before, boy? What kind of idiot break their armor first. Where did they come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there. Khan goes to where Vogner lies face down. The future Varl king lies motionless, aside from a spreading pool of blood. Vogner's dead. Da-na-na! Not usually. There are some cases where they do. Speaking of... where did that thing come from? Shh. Stay close. I think it saw us. Rook! What happens before battle? Click your units working on that. To deploy them within the blue squares, like ready to start the battle. Alright, Rook go here. I'll go here. Careful, don't get too close. It's important. Don't worry about the ribbons. Get your allies. Oh yeah, archers! Ow! I'll let you need help. Ow! Go for armor. Ooh! Or that works too. Alright, Alette, finish him off. Critical. Those lying dead at your feet wouldn't regret ever crossing your path. If they weren't dead. Alette is great. Was that a dredge? Alette looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest. It was. Let me see. Are you hurt? No, I'll be fine. When the dredge attacked your cart and the yaks bolted, it spilled most of your supplies. You can see more dark figures moving through the trees when you glance that direction. All that food. That's the last we're going to get before winter. What do we do? Don't run. Let me think. If they're here, they're definitely going to be a Skoger. R.I.P. Barrack. He did. Alright. I think it's probably wise to get some. I can see them in the trees. Are you sure about this? No. We have to try. Be quick. Well, that calms the yaks while you frantically toss supplies back into the cart. More dredge emerge, but you manage to get the cart moving again before they can close in. Colossal figures slowly recede into the distance. Nice! 15 supplies. That's really big. Supplies represent food and other goods used to keep everyone alive on the road. When supplies are gone, people will start to die of starvation. The more people are in the caravan, the faster supplies will diminish. You can see how many days of supplies you have left on the travel display at the top of the screen. Most towns will have supplies to sell, as well as a few items. Shit is about to go down, if you've never played this game. Just as an FYI.
I never expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
You can already see the dredge are starting to gather. Ivor. The enormous Varl in question towers over the men on the training field. He squints as you approach. Already back, Huntsmaster. Thought you'd be tomorrow. Dredge. Everywhere. Dredge. How did they get through Greyhorn? Must have broken through the fort. Fighters nearby have stopped sparring. They gather around you. Damn it. They'll be here soon if they're not already. You hear screams. From the outskirts, people are running toward the Great Hall. Ivor turns to one of the older boys in his troop of fighters. Hey, take Alette to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you, gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait. I want to help. Alright. So, here's the thing. Egil has, like, a billion ways to die in this game. And I don't remember which ways to keep him alive. So, if you guys have any advice, let me know. Please. Is that your, official? Alright. I think we do want their help. Let them fight, Ivor. Why not invite some goats to join us too? We're asking for dead kids. I won't let anything happen to her. I'll have to deal with it sooner or later, Ivor. What now? Ego, keep your shield up. We just hold them off until everyone's inside, then we figure out what to do next. More shouts draw your attention to some houses atop a nearby hill. Here we go. Sure enough, Dredge are gathering in number. Fear threatens to bubble over in a panic. How long do we need to keep this up, you ask? Ivor shakes his head unknowingly. That's a bad sign. Alright. I'm glad we kept Eghill. Because that means we've got Alette with us as well. Oh, we've got an item. I didn't even notice. Here's the thing about Egil, which is really good. he is, like, the tankiest character in the game. Like, full stop. Oh, the shield looks like trouble. Let me hang. Let's weaken that sucker. We go. Nice. I do like how, like, the reason why he is the tankiest character, that is the Iron Shield boy. Okay. Actually, blocks damage, strength, and armor from one round. Weaken him further. I do like how, you know, they give a reason why his shield is so strong. Or why he's so good at defending. And it's literally that, like, he's the only one that uses an iron shield, while everyone else uses wood. It makes me very happy. Rook, I wish you weren't in the way. But that's my bad. Wait. Please, keep going after Ivor. Come at me. It is interesting, though, that, like, unlike a lot of other games with this sort of thing, what is this mistake? Yeah, you gotta weaken pretty much everybody. Like, the only reason I'm finishing this guy off is mostly, like, he is in the way. Egil ignores pretty much everything. Come at me. No! Alright, you're in for it now. Oh, no one else could have attacked. Assholes. I hate all of you. I am the brick wall. Like, he's literally just gonna take no fucking damage. you want to weaken everybody and then very abruptly deal enough damage to finish them off. Stonewall. That's my last opportunity to do that. Ah, dick. Suck it. Oh, Rook. Alright, let's soften you up. It is interesting how they managed to, you know, fix the, what the... Get you. Let's get out of the way so Ivor can do his thing. How much willpower does Ivor have left? 1. So we can either do the battering ram or, but not both. Alright. Finish him off, Ivor. Sorry, Alette. We do want to get Ivor big. That sucks. Combat can be unforgiving. Don't hesitate to change the difficulty of battle. It leaves you frustrated or you find yourself needing a tougher challenge. Use the options menu to change difficulty. Don't worry, change the difficulty at any time. It has no effect on the story or the choices you make. Black horde is forming at the tree line. Enough of this, says Ivor, glancing over his shoulder. We're going back. Then adds, Rook, I'm doing one more check of the houses around here. See if you can find anyone. Keep watch. As you turn to head back, a colossus appears around the side of a house. It silently looms over Alette, its face an expression of a stony mask, more terrifying than any roar it may have produced. Time seems to slow. It pulls out its enormous mace. We're gonna shoot it with an arrow. As though second nature, you knock an arrow. Alette is standing directly between you and the dredge, making the shot perilous at best, if you're off by a few inches. What do you think? Do we, like, do the Hawkeye play? Or do you try and get her attention? What do you guys think? Do we go for the Hawkeye play? Do you try to fire above it? Or do you try and just go for the maybe safe? Because that might also draw attention to us. Your vote. Chat, vote, chat, vote, chat, vote, chat, vote, chat, vote. You didn't see anything. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Hawkeye! You let go. A second passes like an eternity. The arrow bounces off the dredge's face, inches away from what you think is an eye. It recoils, then turns upon Alette again. Maker rushes to her side. Ivor throws himself between them, catching the mace on his shield, and returns the favor, crushing the dredge's head with the shield point. When the dust settles, you can see that everyone is alright. Let's get out of here, says Ivor, as he goes to check the last few houses nearby. Rook, see if you can find any more survivors and meet me in front of the hall. Alright. That's amazing. It's really expensive, though. It also requires level 4, which is a lot. We also want to grab as many supplies as we possibly can right now. So, I think I'm just gonna do that. Heroes. Injuries. Oh, yeah. Well, that's not increase them. Well, that needs that. Alright, let's... Can you promote Ivor? We do not have sufficient renown. Bummer. 2. Stone Wall is so good. So is Shield Wall. Ah, don't you die on me, boy! Also, hey, Sean! You find anyone? A few. Sent them inside. Gods, this is bad. I'm out of practice, Rook. Look, as long as I've known you, you've always wormed your way out of talking about Dredge. This would be the time to start talking. I can tell you they rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, the better. They'll follow us until we're tripping over tired women and children. Then they'll attack. Even after we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There's no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Ask the Menders. I wasn't there. You full of shit. But I know you fought your fair share. Yeah, I've killed enough slag for one lifetime. That's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay that on me. Come on, let's get inside. Alright. To the Great Hall. Rook, thanks to the gods you made it. The Great Hall is an utter din, filled as it is with dozens of terrified families. Don't stop worrying yet. I haven't, when the depths is going on. Dredge milling around, ransacking houses. The chieftain's wife finds you pushing through the crowd. They must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked? Don't know. I wouldn't expect it to last. I've made some decisions, but tell me straight. What would you both do in my place? I'd have left by now. They're already outside the doors. Not so easily done, Rook. I trust Ivor on this. The chieftain sighs a deep and heavy breath, slumping. He looks years older. I imagine us fighting back and saving the town, but nonsense. Ivor's right, of course. We can't just wait to be slaughtered. Where do we go? If dredge are coming down from the north. Frostwiller, to the west. It's close, and it has walls. I intend to be free of Skogar in one push. Nobody left behind. I wouldn't. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction, then go. I'll catch up on the road to Frostwiller. Do we abandon the storehouse? If we have to. We'd be leaving behind everything but the supplies you brought, Rook. On the other hand, Frostfloor is at least a week away. Not sure we've got that much food. You'd be cutting it close. If we're saddled with heavy carts, it'll be almost impossible to outpace the dredge. And if we run out of food before we get to Frostfloor, it won't matter how many escape. I still say let me handle the dredge. What do you guys think? I think it's important to have food. We did grab a lot of supplies, but it's gonna be tight. I think it's important to create a distraction with Ivor. What do you guys think? 2 or 3? Do we get the food? Or do we just try and buy enough time? Because I think we can't afford to leave the food behind. Bob, you might be a little bit behind. So, the options here is we get out all quick, we try and build a big distraction, or we try and get food so that we can actually like make it out. But basically, it's like in between these two. What do you guys think? 2 or 3? We got the food. It's going to get us killed, Rook. Die fighting dredge or starve on the road. I'd rather fight. I agree with Rook. Then I'm coming with you. That catches you by surprise. Chieftain rubs his chin, but doesn't argue. The training she's given a lad. You've no doubt she can handle a bow. Fine. I'll get the townspeople ready. Take some of the fighters and gather as much food as you can. Tell us when you're ready. Step into the courtyard where you can already see dredge in every direction. The storehouse isn't far. You slip inside and start loading carts while Ivor and a half-dozen men who came along do the same. When you've gathered as much as you dare, Ivor takes up position outside the Great Hall. The dredge have already taken notice, watching closely. Come on, he mutters. People begin filling out of the hall. Almost immediately, things begin to go wrong. Some dredge go after the ox tied to the supplies, while others lunge at a cart with the chickens. Terrified men pull axes and the dredge respond in kind. Not far away, you spot Iser, raising his shield, cursing. You prepare for a fight. Alright, we got Aegil, Oddleaf, and Alet and Rook. Alright. We want Ivor, Aegil. Ready for battle! Here we go. You want Aegil over here. Let's keep the archers behind. Actually, let's keep everyone grouped up. Push him back. two tankiest up front. We do need to deal with their armor, though. Which means we want to focus on this guy on the right. Alright. Weaken you. He'll be fine. More armor break. Alright, so we can kill that guy outright. Or bag up. You need to stonewall it up. Stonewall Jackson. I don't like how high his strength is. Alright. Now we're doing. Now we got it. You want to take out the bigger guy first. Alright, Ivor. Get him, Hot Leaf. That's how you do it. Foes lying dead at your feet wouldn't regret crossing your path. They weren't dead. In the chaos that follows, you notice out the corner of your eye some of the town guards struggling desperately with Dredge and what might be the chieftain amongst them. To your left, Ivor is laying into a large colossus. Behind him, an elderly man scrambles to his feet. Past that, it's clear that most of the town people are scattering. If nobody steps in, they can be picked off one by one. Nearby, a ox bleeds pitifully as the Dredge wrestle with a wagon tied to it. Another full cart has been toppled beside and abandoned. You could end up losing more food and supplies than you started out with. Alright. Oh boy. Sunk cost fallacy, so... Got it! You shout, barking orders as you pass people. The guards will have to fend for themselves, or there won't be anyone left to protect. Miraculously, you find yourselves clear of the fighting. Ivor emerges from the trees, bloody but breathing. You swear you almost see a grin on his face. Oddleaf is not so lucky. She struggles to bear the body of the chieftain in her arms, her face blank. No guards join her. You gathered her to the caravan and cover the body with a cloth. The chieftain's death hits you like a punch to the gut. Only at Ivor's insistence does the caravan continue to frost from him. Let's hand clasped tightly around your own. Pausing to catch your breath, Gaz glance backwards to see the caravan stretch out past its point of safety. You're spaced out so far you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. You've got to pull them together, says Ivor. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the Godstone. The path should be just ahead. What do you guys think? Should we rally the caravan with a speech? Make your way into the rear and hoist a small child on your shoulders. Fight for every step. Remember those who didn't make it and push onwards. The clansmen see your effort and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. Hey, morale improved. More renown. And we made it to the Godstone, probably. Our one Varl. Far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women dropped their meager processions beneath the Godstone of Herdvaldir. What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly there were dredge. Probably shouldn't be looking to me for advice. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. How am I supposed to do that? Lie? Tell them everything's going to be alright? Gods, Rook, I don't know. Pretend you know what you're doing. That's what the rest of us do. Thanks for the advice. And do whatever you want. Let them fend for themselves if you can live with it. You humans are absurd, Rook. Furious when you're not in control. Terrified when you are. Peace, Barrack. Pull it together. Keep her close. You do care. I can tell. Men are a plague on the world, worse than any dredge, as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we got along so well, Ivor. You sleep poorly, the sun forever stuck to an eternal bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. Godstone looms overhead. The massive eyes of Herdvaldir are looking the same direction as you. Let's inspect the stone! Where this zone doesn't see many visitors. Not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings, out of habit more than anything else now that the gods are dead. Herdvaldir was the god of hunters, wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the lands as both man and wolf. He was always depicted in effigy with his terrible spear. I wonder what he'd think about his woods being full of dredge now. A girl from the caravan approaches you. I made this for you, she says, handing you a crude necklace, carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she says before running back to her tent. Near your tent, you rouse with a lead, and you clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down. It's time to move on to Frostwood. It feels like an end, more than a start. We got a Bjarken rune! I don't think we can finish the game in one go, but Caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. You've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. You don't wish to meet them alone. If you let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill some supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers raises mutters from the caravan. Let's question them. What are you doing out here alone? You were hunting here for food when the dredge found our village, says the man. When you return, he looks away, unable to finish. Let's allow him to join us. If you'll be no trouble, come along, you say. Then cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals. Soon, your supplies are nicely restocked. Hell yeah, trust! During a rest, one of the men got too drunk and ends up splashing meat in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and a broken bone later, the instigator, Ref's mortar is tossed on the ground at your feet, angry clansman looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than drooling mumbles. Let's tie him up until he dries out. Grab a rope from the supplies and make short work of the sot. If you onlookers throw scraps at him, but most just walk away with a laugh. At least content at least content that some measure has been taken. I think we should probably rest a little bit, just so we can train. What you up to, Eggle? How's the arm, Eggle? Playing Eagle, just outside the camp, practicing at sword swings. So you're taking some hard hits out there. Yeah, I'm great, or not great, considering everything I'm fine. My arm is fine. It's a strong shield. It's real, right? I know we haven't talked much before now. But if you want, just call me Gil. Okay, Gil. I wanted to let you know that I meant what I said before, about making sure nothing happens to Alette. I've seen a shield like that before. Yeah, I doubt there's many. My father made this. It's solid metal, really heavy. But I've been practicing with it since I was a kid. I used to spend a lot of time just getting used to lifting it. He raises it up to show you. I'm pretty good with it now. It's the only thing of my father's I have left. Then, when my mother died, she gave it to me. Before she died. I ever seem to think you're pretty good. Did he say that? That's good. I'm trying. Never had to fight anything like Dredge before, but I don't have much else to do, and how many people get to train with a Varl? It just seems like I could be a help to someone. That's what I want to be. Objective Alette, huh? Well, I don't want her to get hurt. You can see his cheeks turn bright red. Don't worry. She can take care of herself, too. I know I didn't mean... Easy, Gil. I know what you meant. Stay strong, kid. I will. Oh, and if you need something, let me know. I can do anything you need. Between you and Ivor, we're going to be okay. I can tell. Alright. Heroes! So, Ivor needs to get the big strong. So... I think having more shield break, especially against Dredge, is a good idea. Cool. And let's promote Alette. Alright. So she needs to deal more damage. I think more break is good. I think more strength is good. Yeah. How are we doing on supplies? Not great. I think it's probably wise to improve morale at least a little bit. Come on. So, let's test out Oddleaf's whole dealio. having more armor break on Paulette was the big good. I don't like that at all. This must be terribly exciting. Alright. You're more than welcome to. Dude. Dude. Oddly, if you need help. You need help bad. God, Stonewall is so good. Oh, for fuck's sake. Tankiest character in the game. I could use some food too. Food sounds good. Ah. Alright. Oh wow, I can actually promote. That shouldn't be possible. That seems a little wrong. Alright, do you want him to give you more tank? Or more will? I think having more armor break on your tank is a good idea. Odd Leaf is also good. Rook is important. You need more strength, desperately. Don't even need to think about that one. You also want Ivor to be the big strong. Yeah. 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 That doesn't leave us a lot of renown to play with. Alright. I think we're gonna be good. Alright, let's continue. The caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostville, with beds and fresh supplies. Locals here are shocked by the news you bring up and discuss it amongst themselves while you set up nearby. I always do that. I rest like immediately before it's time. So, +2 will, +2 armor. I think it might actually just be worth it to just get more supplies. Alright. I'm gonna rest, improve morale a little bit. Now let's get out of here. You're only just outside the village when two men in red approach. My name is Hogan, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Mogan. Many from the village wish to join you at Frostville. A third man, exuding rage, charges up to the group. Shut your mouth, Hogan, he screams. What's going on? These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True. You can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Saga. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert. Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. You both know what'll happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves. There won't be anything to tend once the dredge arrive. Dredge my ass? I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogan, but you got two choices. Get back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Hey there! Hogan stream talking to me. Mogan, what do you say? I thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Mogan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I make a poor farmer. Alright. What do you guys think? Should we get involved? This was the game you got for free with Twitch? Oh, it is very worth playing. It is a very interesting turn-based tactics RPG, also, like, survival game. Don't get involved? hear one vote for don't get involved. The third is coming out on Wednesday, so I'm pretty excited about it. I think it might be worth the fight, if only just to get the renown, which is really bad to say, but like, ugh. Nah, fuck it. 9 steps forward. Thugs hesitate. As you pull your axe, you notice that Ellette is nowhere to be seen. Good. Hogan. Mogan. Actually, they're melee, so they should go towards the beginning. Ready for action! Alright, Rook is an archer. You guys gotta hang back. Actually. There we go. Let's weaken it up. Is this Mogan or Hogan? This is Hogan. Dude. Serious strikes each randomly attack strength or armor. Speaking of. Ow. Let's weaken him a little bit further. If that guy tries to move, he's in for a surprise. Ow. Don't hit Ivor. Nice job. Shield break. Ow. She turned the map. Either Mogan or Hogan is having a bad time. Let's deal a little bit more damage. Yeah, that's the hard part. Especially if you've already played the game. Let's halt your forward movement. Wow, his armor break is really good, and I'm not a fan of it. Let's break their defenses. Alright, I think they are all sufficiently weakened. Which means... here I go killing again. I'm glad to know that I wasn't the only one who did that. I, too, am a bad person. Alright. I guess we're giving this one to Hogan. That goes way too quick. Others thank you with wide grins. Soon many of the villagers have joined your caravan. You scan around anxiously for Alette, who had gone missing when the fighting began. Eventually, you find her watching from afar. Hogan returns at that moment, introducing you to his son and wife, and you soon set out again. I don't like the fact that we've got more people, cause that means less supplies. But we do have more supplies overall. Alette marshes quietly alongside a caravan, a little distance since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddleif approaches you both. Alette, I have something for you. Oddleif has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skoga. Come find me another time, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? Guess I'll find out later. Oh, then that means... Both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Oddleif has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mom? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of families who have lived in Skoga throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. I wish she were here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of the banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all this. Dredge, leaving home, and... Why'd you have to kill those men in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. There are goats streaming? I would have killed others by literally bringing the dredge. But how do you know which ones are bad? Because the dredge are terrifying. Every time we have to fight them, I just want to run, but I don't want to kill a person. Please. Are you mad at me? I'm glad you don't want to. Alette smiles at this, then her face sinks again. I guess I would do it if I really had to, but do we have to? I know what you mean. Yeah, I know. Dad, I think you're doing a good job. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together, sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skoga is your burden now. The titular banner of the Banner Saga. Ha 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 ha. How are you doing, Odd? I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny. My father named me Oddleaf before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. A strong woman. What does that even mean? It means you're gonna be okay. That's not being strong. That's just being. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. I'm not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, if something happened. What would you have done? That's what I've been thinking about so much. It should be mine. I could carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. I think they would follow you. Come on. This isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us. I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. She looks sideways, eventually giving over a timid smile. I'm not sure if that's the dumbest thing I've heard or the sweetest. Listen, I know I dragged this out. Truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our bond to end here. It'll be safe with you and Elaine. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts your hands on your shoulders as she heads back to the camp. Morale improved! Yay! More renown! Yay! Heroes! Yay! Alright, so we got Hogan Mogan. So, Mogan has more defense, while Hogan has more attack, as you can tell. So, yeah. Alright. I think we're pretty well rested. We aren't super far in on supplies. Let's check the map. How close are we? So, we are there. Frostviller is probably another couple days at least. Because we have more people, we're going to go through supplies quicker, which means we are going to need more. So, resting is inadvisable. In a small Splitlands trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. You recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years over here with some kid. They're still around, you have to warn them. It's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. We're running low on supplies, so I don't think we can afford it, but well. You nod your understanding. Kin is kin, you say. Do what you must to protect them. Man claps you on the shoulder, and the fighters depart. Earl declined. Complaints of Rousenberger's excessive drinking were surfaced. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulling the snagged canvas through a campfire, nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. The handsman put out the fire on both the wagon and Rousenberger's leg before leading to you. No more drinking for you. Rousenberger strongly agrees, throwing his way through promises to quit being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snorted and rolled their eyes, but go back to their business. Somehow, you doubt it'll be long before Rousenberger's managed to find another drink, whether you'll allow it or not. Next time he finds it, he's getting executed. He is way too much of a problem. Dredge! Shouts a man from the back of the cavern. It's Rousenberger, the unabashed drunk, staggering toward you. He screams again, pointing to the trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravans. Fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men surround Rousenberger. vanished. Man's meager belongings, some food are thrown in the pile as everyone moves on. He's tied loosely to his tree. Expect he'll break his bonds, eventually once he sobers up. Please, I swear. He pleads to your back, finally realizing that his plight, whether it's dredge or imagined or not, you don't expect to see him again.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostweather now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against dredge as well.
He jostles through the fallow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostville for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? We can't stay outside in the open like this. Oddly finds you amongst the many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody's being led into the city. Why? It's overrun with Varl, Blonspike, Greyhorn, people from Bitra, all the nearby villages. The dredge are everywhere. The chieftain of Frostvillers locked himself in his great hall. That's why they closed the gates. When the dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. Know more about what's going on here. I see a lot of people gathered around the rest houses and gates. You could find out what they know. How do we get in anyway? They closed the gate. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we stop breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it. Just push really hard. Ivor is the best. Alright. That is amazing. Bloodshed coins are also quite good. Because we can use it a little bit earlier. More supplies, please. Alright, we got 18. Let's take a look at what we got. Let's give you quill per kill. That's very good for you. For you, having some dodge chances, also quite good. And let's promote Rook. Again, having more armor break is very important. Spend a whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story. Chieftain just shut himself in this great hall and closed the gates. There are a lot of wounded people here, Azalet. We could help. Ego pulls you aside. Follow the outside of the city walls, he says. And there's this water passage we could squeeze through, I think. Not the whole caravan, but if a handful of us get in, we might open the gates from the inside. Rest house is overflowing with refugees. Sick, wounded, and noise. Let's check out the water passage. I'm not fitting through there, says Ivor. You arrive at the narrow ducts. Go without me. It looks like it'll get you on top of the walls, and then down to the gate where you can open it. Wait for us at the gate, Ivor. We'll be quick. Nico said water. Should have guessed runoff. Still, you manage to squeeze your way through tight stonework and force your way past an iron grate. You take stairs to the top of the halls. As you approach the gates, armed men take notice. They don't ask questions. Here we go! No, we're ready. I don't want to have Alette fighting humans. Mogan and Hogan have shield wall as well, so they adweave each other. Ow. Jerk. That looks pretty weak. Now for your turn. Mogan and or Hogan. I still don't know. Well, he's in a bad way. Can you? He is not gonna do anyone any more harm. Oddleaf is. Wow, I hate you. And your strikes. And your strikes. Weaken your strikes. Alright, here we go. Here we go. That's how you do it. Mostly. Good job, Hogan. We did it, mostly.
What in the depths are you doing?
Letting ourselves in.
I see that. I'm very impressed. And all those people you just let in here, dead. All those women and children with you, dead. And thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together. Skull.
What are you talking about? The man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice.
If I knew there were fighters in a Varl outside, I would have brought you in. I'm Echo. I'm in charge here. You heard about the chieftain?
We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall.
Oh, really? Think he'd been hiding out in a grave. He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened here? As soon as they heard Dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's a short story, anyway. At least 3 clans in here warring over turf and food. The worst are the godforsaken Varl.
He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggerations as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there.
Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You got some people who can fight. You got your own Varl. That counts for something. You can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, and to take back Frostville.
I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become bad.
Fine. Cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want.
We're not staying here. This is suicide.
I don't know if that's...
Nicholas already shouted at his men, who stared daggers in return. They just finished closing the massive doors.
Fine waste of time and lives. Now get out.
You pass again through the gates of Frostfire. I wonder if you just threw away your best chance for survival.
Hope we don't overdo it.
Making it up as we go, Ivor. Little did they sleep. And back to the other side.
Hey, Colin. We're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted. More weapons. Extra supplies, too.
You perk up, just not realizing Moger has been talking to you. Since Mognir died, everyone's been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting.
Hi, Colin.
Sorry, just tired. Go on.
I was saying the Varro we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough.
Much resistance from the governor?
Some. Don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property, a man named Eric.
Eric? I met him. He seemed competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it, unless he wants Dredge crawling through the streets. He put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths, then.
You're sure that wound is healed, Lieutenant?
I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. Something happens to the prince on a mission of peace. The alliance with Rod. Or worse. Luton makes his own decisions. We would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the Wandering Road, or do your job and slaughter some Dredge. Luton turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and followers.
Wandering Road's not an option with this many. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand.
If Luton won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Luton get to it.
Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakon?
Tell them to be cautious. No more losses.
Will do. Give the word and we'll set off.
Let's talk to Moger. And as how you're dealing with Volkner's death, but I already know the answer.
Do you?
Steady old Moger, it's good. I know most of these Varro, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Volkner.
Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either.
Think we're walking into a death trap?
This many Varro? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough, though.
I don't like being the one to send Varl to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it.
I would have expected Volkner to drop like that to a couple of slag.
I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it.
Just happens sometimes. No big moment. Sure, it surprised him even more than us. Although, I have to wonder. Nah, never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the Warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. What are you holding back about Wagner? I'd rather not say, Hakon. Why not? It's the kind of thing that gets stuck in your head, and you need a clear one. It's better if you let me worry about it. Sounds important. Tell me. How did Wagner die? He ran in the dredge. Wasn't expecting it. When we found him, he was lying face down, like he was struck from behind. Did he really get taken out by some random slag? Who else was there? I think Luden. He probably didn't, but damn it. I should keep an eye on that bastard. If you see anything else, tell me. I will.
Tell me about the caravan?
Tow together this many Varl. Half of them want to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone.
Anyone else I should keep an eye on?
There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal. I've got it under control. Fighters we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are few moaning about fighting for you instead of Ognir. Those are the ones to worry about.
What about Luden's men?
They don't want to hear anything from me. I know that.
Any problems?
Could be. Luden's pet Varl is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too, Ursa. He's probably the best fighter Luden's got, to be honest. I've overheard some of the Varl call her the Witch.
Why's that?
Flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Varl more than the dredge.
Still doesn't make much sense. Witch?
They're not scholars, Hakon. I think they're just mostly afraid of her.
Makes sense. Don't let her find out. Have you ever wanted to be in command?
More than I am. Any more rope and I'd hang myself.
I doubt that.
I forget. You weren't around back then. At one point, I had more rope. I hung myself. So no, not interested in command. It's all yours.
Thanks. Back to it.
Let me know if you need anything else.
I will.
God, his voice is a mistake. Ugh.
Moger, why? Alright. Ubin. You knew him well, didn't you? Bogner? No, I don't know. I remember. I was rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. Suppose so. When he spoke, Varl listened. I knew that.
Could use help there.
Thanks, Bob. Scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Moger's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. What is putting down that journal? How do you mean? Was I right? Alright, what happens? You got a banner and arbor rank for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders wove of something that writes its own history. You know my opinion? I don't trust it. No? It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it right? Mine? Theirs? Luden's? Gods forbid. You relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. Heard you were a terror in your day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old what we Varl can get, naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me, just Tunkers and Grofheim collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Other one named Krumer is close, I think, but the old son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am. Hello. Scrivener gestures around him to remind you of your current situation. You chuckle. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just delivery baron for Jorundr now. Can't remember half of what I've done. Hence the journal. Hence! Don't get fancy on my behalf, Hakon. Okay, I won't. What suppose happened in the sun?
Gods, how should I know?
Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Soon the Varl and the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. And what about the rest of us? To the death with you. Ha! Oops. Went through that too quick. My bad. Let's check out the heroes. Who do we got? Mogr, Hakon, Eric. Let's promote Hakon. Sundering Impact. I always want more break. Let's get a little more armor. Shieldmaster is good. More break. More break. This is why I'm only an amateur voice actor instead of a full one. Bob.
Look at that, says Mogr. And the hill's more dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We just as easily pass by as rush up there and slaughter them.
Written over here is. There's a dozen. That's a dozen dredge heading towards Strand, he says. You ask him when he started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. Send the warriors to take care of them.
Will do, he says. Hopefully they'll be able to catch back up to the caravan.
He rushes off to find some volunteers. Ludin and his men are not asked. You return to travel. They'll be fine. Probably. How calm. You can hear Ludin's hard-booted trot as you set up camp the first day. Brace yourself. Can we speak as equals? We can try. It seems clear to me you plan to kill a lot of dredge along the way. Am I right? You're not wrong. Then listen carefully. Don't assume only the Varl can fight. Do you understand me? That is my banner we fly to Grofheim, the banner of Arborg. I insist on joining the battle. Almost got it in your first encounter and ready for more. Whatever you like, Prince. And I expected more resistance. From Vognir? Maybe. They tell me you are his kinder. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin Varl thing. Don't you take on his responsibilities? In my own way. Then stop acting like I'm a thorn in your side. When you're nearly 200 years, it's hard to take a 20-year-old man. Is that right? Seriously. You better start. We'll both be kings someday. That's the last thing I need to think about right now. Ludin looks at you as though you just punched yourself in the face. He heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. On exertion. If you've gotten some characters with high exertion, don't overlook this important stat. Exertion lets you add more willpower to your actions. Want to add more than one star to your attack? Turning to 3 exertion allows you to add 3 extra damage. He's not wrong. Alright, let's check with Percy. You have a moment? As you approach Percy, he lowers the book he was reading. He doesn't strike you as the book reading type. You're Percy. You're Hakon. We've gotten that out of the way, haven't we? I had some questions. Say what you want to say. Why'd you learn to fight? Same way as you. By fighting. You know what I mean. I robbed well-protected merchants for at least one man in a lifetime. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Not anymore? I've had a lot of jobs. Can I trust you? What a loaded question. Depends what you mean. Whose back will you have if things go wrong? Assume I'm looking out for myself, and you'll figure it out. Does Ludin understand that? Ludin doesn't even understand that half his army is here just to protect him from the people he talks to. What's Varl doing working for Ludin? What's Varl doing working for another Varl? What difference does it make? It looks like you're in charge right now, so do me a favor and don't get Ludin killed. He's important to you? No, but that's one way to put it. Won't keep you any longer. See you on the battlefield, O leader of Varl. You could join us. I'm where I want to be. Don't forget what I said about keeping Ludin alive. Got it? As you step away, I can't help but wonder if there was a bit of a threat behind that gravelly request. Let's talk to the Vitch! Irsa, right? She watches you approach with her head tilted back and points a thumb toward Ludin's head. No, here for you. Oh? Can we talk? Irsa shakes her head no, a smile on her lips, eyelids low. Why not? I don't. In these two curiously contradictory words, you get two impressions. She has a beautiful obsidian voice, and this might be a complete waste of time. She watches you expectantly. You're Ludin's bodyguard? No, he's mine. Before you have the chance to be confused, she cackles, abrupt and loud, and looks slightly embarrassed. You are his personal guard, though. Her expression changes too, of course. How did you end up with someone like Ludin? Luck. It's about flaming arrows. She raises an eyebrow. Varl and fire don't get along. All you get is a shrug. If you're going to use them. She pulls an arrow, with a flick of her wrist you don't quite catch. Suddenly a bird combusts in the tree behind you, falls to the ground, smoldering. Half the camp is turned to watch. Don't tell me not to. Can I talk? No. You do, though. I don't. She smiles warmly, clearly enjoying her game. She watches you expectantly. Oh, it's been fun. She crosses her arms, a hand on her chin, cocks her head to one side. Until next time, Irsa. Hakan. You stop and look over your shoulder. I am a witch, so be careful. She puts her forefinger to her lips with a soft shh. You depart, not quite sure what to make of that. Alright, let's try out our new characters here. We've got... So, here's one thing I do know. We're going to lose Eric very quickly. But, let's put Bercy in. What's he got? Ooh, we got a second character with Tempest. Nice. Slag and Burn is one of the best abilities in the games. Like, straight up. Because it deals strength damage immediately. Ignoring armor. It is phenomenal. Ready for battle! Let's try it out. The amount of damage that Gnolf can do is a little ridiculous, but I'm okay with it. interesting that you can get, like, promotions from this. Alright. Slag and burn. Ow. Stop attacking my boy. Sorry, get off. Knockback is very important. Alright, Bercy. Show me your moves. Your moves are very disappointing. I stand by what I said. Your moves are severely disappointing. Enjoy fire. About enough of you. It's time. And pop. Alright. So, who got promotes? Ludin and Irsa. Good. Percy is not great. Irsa, though, like, very yes. She needs more damage, desperately. And let's say more break. Promote. More break, and honestly, feeling more damage. So we can do another battle to, like, try and level people up, but, like, nah. Let's get to the game. You overhear a conversation while marching alongside the warriors. I'm happy to stomp some select as much as the next battle, but I need to join up to take orders from Hakan, says one. Apparently he doesn't realize they're within earshot. I'm not willing to die for him either. Who will you take orders from? You ask loudly. Ognir's dead. You can decide right now. You raise your fist. He does the same reluctantly. His best shot's not bad, but you've had a lot worse. Grab him by the horn, swing his entire massive frame through the air, and plant him into the ground. What's his name? You ask his companions. Chris. Take care of Chris, you reply. You hear them laughing at his misfortune as you wander off. Temporary, break to kick his ass. Small gathering of tents coming to view. A group of merchants from the look of it. That's what they're doing here. You're camped out at the Godstone. Ahead, one tells you, leaving an offering to Dinkler. As one does, expression turns. Creatures started appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed. Thought the Godstone would be safe, but damned if I know why. We've been dodging them since we left. Anything to trade? Not much, he replies. Anything of value we left at the Godstone. Never seen this many Varl in one place before. Enough to deal with those dredge? You not. You could pawn some supplies if you need them. We'll take them. How much? I'll give them freely. Clearing the road is more than we could ask. I have one request, though. My wife's brother stayed at the Godstone. You're known by a necklace with many gold rings. If you see him say, we are safely in Strand. You agree. Our merchants continue onward. Hey, free supplies! I think we should probably camp for a little bit and take a rest. Caravan slows unexpectedly. Word travels down the line, then Boker tells you. Dredge didn't know we're coming. Probably saw us back at Victorfell and did their usual lurking. Could have been bad if we plotted into them, but we saw them first. Dredge watched you. Alright, see what you do. When's the last time you commanded a few hundred, Hakon? Asked Smoker. Don't overthink it. Warriors can take care of themselves. War. When you come across more enemies than your party can handle, you'll engage in war. Keep your army orders to fit the situation, but be prepared to get your own hands dirty, too. Making battle easy for yourself, with higher casualties. Or you can take burden on yourself with a harder battle and save more lives. If you're ever desperately outnumbered, it may be best to run, avoiding battle completely. Dredge, line the battlefield, weapons drawn. The fight seems inevitable. Make a quick head count. There must be at least 494 of them. You have 185 fighters, 456 of Varl on your side. Even from here, you can see nervous glances amidst the enemy four ranks. This looks like a good chance to press your advantage. Charge! Instead of taking your trusted allies and leading the charge, battering down the enemy. Throw you into the thick of battle, where fighting is most dangerous, but a strong charge can save lives. Hakon rushes in. Hey Bob, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let's do this. Violence! Oh, we've got them surrounded. Perfect. Here's, let's put you over here. Ready. To war, men! Let's weaken you by a lot. Catch. Hakon's not doing so hot. I think it is wise to just Sundering Strike. Hit all of them. We need it there. That's not great. That's not good.
press this advantage. Show them no order.
Timely Darkest Dungeon memes. You ain't hurting anybody anymore. Nice job. Take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. You can take this opportunity to pull back and leave in combat immediately. On the other hand, chasing down more dredge, rally your fighters and save a few lives. You don't have time to rest or change your party. The chance to loot your enemies might even reveal items they took from previous victims. We're not doing so hot, but let's do it. Attack any dredge still brave enough to face you. This was not a good option. This was a bad plan. This may have been the worst plan. This was, in fact, the worst plan. Please keep going after his armor. So much for that. That was a mistake. Out of here. I said get out of here. Holy shit, we got it. Wow, we lost nobody from that. Ludin the hero. Unexpected, but welcome. Alright, So we need to rest so that everyone can get their injuries done and over with, but... One more days of being injured, but... Looted the fucking hero. Promoted. Hell yeah, more damage. More armor. Promote him again. Let's do it. More armor. Does he have rank 3? No, he's got a rank 2. Promote Akon, which is good for us. Alright, what do we want? He's got maximum break. I think we want to give him more damage. Wait a second. You're level 4 already? Holy shit. I'm okay with that. Alright. Let's move, guys. Maybe one more rest. Alright. Everyone is healed. Let's try this again, because I want to see new Luden. With his item and everything. Bercy is still trash. New Luden. Yeah, less of you. What's funny is because he's attacking Mogre the Ogre, he's losing a shitload of armor. Like, enough so that, like, Gunolf can just take him out in one hit. Which I think I'm gonna do, actually. Alright, let's try the new and improved Impale. Knock back to target 2 tiles. And it bleeds 1 strength per move on next turn. Oh, you need to choose it. Ow, dick! Gunolf, please. Get on him, Mogre. Well, Bercy is actual trash. Give him the boot. Yeah, Bercy is actual garbage. also lol at that guy. Big boot? Dude, the hell? Big damage. Pretty much anything that Hakon does right now will deal the big damage to everyone around him. Like that. Which, while, like, pretty cool, is slightly problematic. Honestly, I didn't know you got, like, actual, like, kill counts from doing the training. So, like, I feel like a big idiot. Maybe even the biggest idiot. Hey, hope you like fire. I mean, like, I know you don't, but still. Get him, Ogre. Now these. Wait, Moker hasn't leveled up, has he? Maximum overkill. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I was playing this game all wrong. Even though we are not out of renown. Also, I keep forgetting that you can kind of scroll like that.
Wee.
Looted. Nice. Alright, Luden. Now you can't die because you're my best character. We're in great morale. The order comes to you sporting a dour expression.
There are more warriors than usual claiming illness lately. I don't think they're faking it. I've seen them vomiting or stumbling around. Humans seem to be suffering for something too.
Some kind of disease.
I can't prove anything, but I think that some of the rations may have been poisoned.
Before he can respond, he continues.
Don't spread paranoia. Maybe nothing. Found nothing wrong with the food. Most of us aren't ill. What do you think?
Might not be the food. See if you can find some other connection. A couple hours later, Mocha comes again.
I don't see any pattern to it. I'm sick of face tragedy whilst others happen. Some admit to feeling tired while others are well rested. Some for pains. I don't know.
You both agree to keep an eye out for anything unusual. Luden's been sending scouts ahead, quicker and more nimble than your Varl, and rushes back just as you cross the hilltop, out of breath. Dredge, that direction. You overhear him tell Luden. About a day away, they found a village. That's what they're doing. Tearing the place apart, he says. Maybe 1,000 of them or more, looking for God's know what. This will be a bigger fight than usual. Luden's uncharacteristically silent. Let's see what you would say. Some of them forward and split them. Send a small group of shield bangers to get their attention. They do. Half a day later, many dredge are giving chase up the hill in their plodding sort of way. You get ready to lay waste. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn. A fight seems inevitable. You get a quick head count. There must be at least 507 of them. 185 fighters and 456 Varl at your side. And here you seem nervous. Alright. Formations. Start comparing weakness and strength, taking into account terrain, morale, and the look of your enemy. Be careful, you should be able to keep your forces balanced. Give the order. Start rallying your forces and gather your allies to you, preparing to enter the fray. Bercy, your actual, like, hottest of garbage. But, whatever. Ready. To war, men! Oh, that is not who I expected that to be. Get him, Ganolf. is he doing? I don't like it. I don't like what he's doing. Weakened. Let's take out 2 at a time. Give him the big boot. You are in a bad place, sister. Hey, Percy, you're gonna get an actual kill. Oh my god. Sucks to suck, nerds. Take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy's being pushed back all the way down the line. Kill a few more. Only 2. Oh, damn it. Oh, you're big. Oh, right, he can tag on the diagonal. He's a bishop. Send in the clergy. He's still gonna be able to take him out in 1 hit. And bye, Percy. Finish him off, Hakon. Hakon? Damage ring. Victory. Nice! I'm upset about the injuries, but it's okay. Some good renown, though. With the village still a day away, and we're eating on the march. Navarro approaches.
We had words earlier.
Says Chris. You recall him claiming that he didn't care for your command.
You're right in what you did. Let me join your guard and fight at your side.
Pride hangs on his posture and sincerity in his eyes. You protect me? Dad's ability to do a job.
Yeah, makes sense. I'll prove myself, he says, awkwardly taking his leave.
Close enough to hear Dredge rattling through buildings below.
Pull him out of the house, Smoker suggests. Saga just can't resist an ambush. I'll better luck in an open field.
I don't like this. I'll scare the village.
You heard him, says Smoker.
To the rest of the caravan.
We're going around.
Takes the better part of the day. You managed to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Actually, that's camp. Do we have Chris now? Here's a... we do not. Pretty much everyone leveled up. So that's pretty nice. 15. Leave. You hear a shout echo on the wind. Standard Varl greeting. Caravan Varl meeting your direction. Probably a few hundred in total. Meet them halfway. You must be with Wagner. Was. Wagner didn't make it. You're serious. It's getting grim out here, but didn't expect that.
We're flying the Schlitt banner. What's happening? Isn't Ufar in charge there?
I'm for Salt. Ulfar is still in Schlitt, in case he needs to be. He sent me to meet Wagner. Well, you. We've seen nothing happening in Schlitt yet. What do you mean? No dredge. I came through Schlitt. They're all pouring out of Reachhorn. We only just found out about it. One group went that way, we came here.
Ridgehorn, before on the bay. That place has been abandoned for hundreds of years.
Yeah, maybe that's why they're there. By all accounts, it looks like another damned invasion. Ludin forces his way into the conversation. Wait a godless minute, what did you do? Careful now.
You be careful. What did you start? You think men don't remember history? The long banner hangs in Arbor. The Second Great War nearly screwed us all. What did you do this time?
Who the fame is this? That swivels in your direction. I spy. He seems uncertain whether to be insulted or threatened. What orders did Ufar give you for soul? I'm supposed to offer any support you need. I've got 330 Val behind me, and Ulfar wants to know what's happening at Reachhorn. What's your plan? Well, let's go to Reachhorn. You're coming. I'll have my Varl Farl in line. Yours to command, Hakon.
Are you insane? We just had an army of dredge pouring out of that vault.
Go on to Grofheim. Oh, sorry. Different voice. Going to Grofheim then, Prince. Having your blood on my hands would be worse than doing nothing. This shot's looting up for a moment. You can see the battle raging in his head. He looks desperate for safety, but he didn't expect to flee like a coward. He expected you to come along. He glances at his men. We're already this far. If this is the Varl's doing, I'll know of it, and so will my father. Besides, you need my help and my fighters. If I go too, so do Ursa and Bercy. His unexpected flip-flop catches you like a swift kick to the shins. Mogre can't contain a chuckle.
Ah, the prince's courage.
Whatever you like, Ludin. Paint me the villain, Hakon. What do I care? I'm sick of you being the only one to do as he pleases in this alliance. These are Varl lands. We're facing an army of Dredge. How much experience do you have in these matters? True, mankind has never provoked them into a war. You're going for a third. Is taunting the Dredge into genocide a game for your kind? Just walk away. Curse and threaten pandemonium. Prince has chosen to be no responsibility of yours. If Ludin stays, so do Vasalt's warriors. They join the caravan. Many more Varl. Ogre finds you this time in a hurry.
Found out what's wrong with the sick Varl, he says, clutching his gun. Ate some of it myself. It was not poisoned, but it is spoiled. Bad fish, getting more so. Wish I didn't just think about that. Must have got it from the merchants back near Vaderfell. Mixed it in with the good stuff. Could have messed up as much as half of our supply. What do we do?
Boy. I think we gotta dump everything. Ogre nods, pointing out that it's a massive portion adds.
I don't think they did it on purpose, for what it's worth.
Tainted food is tossed down a hill where it won't attract attention. Ogre returns, saying,
Taken care of, but we've got a lot of ill fighters, at least 40 of them. What do you want to do about them?
Only avoid fighting until they recover. Ogre goes to spread the word. Damn careless merchants. You hope this will be the end of it.
Godstone. The Godstone.
The hike approaches the Godstone smoker. Recall how most ghost stones were built on hills overlooking other Godstones so the travelers could follow them to find their way between cities. It does nothing to ease your pains.
Dredge!
Shouts Smoker near the front of the caravan. Suddenly black rocks are whizzing past your head. What the hell is this? You shout. Smoker shakes his head. Someone slams on the shield of a nearby vial, exploding in a flash of light and razor-sharp fragments.
Get behind the shield banger,
Shouts Smokers as you approach for a fight. Oh boy. They've ambushed us. Hang on formations. So rallying forces together, allies to you. Preparing to enter the fray. Here we go, guys. You got Fasolt. Percy is trash, so replaced immediately. What's Fasolt steal? Malice. What's his passive? Return the favor. Provoker.
Ooh. Ooh.
Nice. Alright. Prepare for battle. Here we go. Here's over here. Ready. Wow, he can just, like, smite one of them. Oh, those are ranged attackers. I don't like this. Nor should I. this is a mistake, but it's helpful. Ow. Dick. Oh, you can only impale. Oh crap, that hit Luton too. I'd certainly like to run. I don't know what's going on with that guy. But it is severely amusing. Get out of my face! It looks like that guy's just bugged to run away forever. Wow. Great job. Enough of you. Dude. Little poke. Hi there. Take a moment to survey the battlefield. Enemies being pushed back. Kill a few more. That is so distracting. Also, Hakan, you're not looking so hot. Yeah, that's about what I thought. You're not gonna be causing anybody any problems anymore. Oh. thought she was gonna make it through. I got this. That'd be pinchy. Alright. Now it's doing work. Hi there. I'm getting a lot of cool items. I'm getting decently good at it, but I think we're still not doing so hot.
On the depths of these, you wonder.
Looking at the unusual dredge slingers. Nobody knows. Without a warning, a deranged and half-dead slag stumbles out of the bush, throwing itself upon the yaks attached to the treasure cart. The prize Varro pull weapons, but not before the whole cart slides off a slick rock in a sheer drop, stopped suddenly by a low growl. The enormous metal wagon dangles precariously off a cliff. From the end swings a confused yaks, still tied to its reins. On top, the dredge hangs on tight. Keeping the whole thing from plummeting over the side is Ganolf, one hand white-knuckling the cart, the other wrapped around a tree hump.
My duty,
He grunts. Doesn't budge. I wonder how much his responsibility defines his reason for living. Treasure's found some footing. Is trying to clamber up over the cart. The tree creaks under the weight. Order him to let go with authority. With a roar that sounds more like you just stabbed him in the side than gave an order, Ganolf lets go of the cart. Flips over the side in a flash, followed much later by a dull thud and crack. At the base of the steep cliff, hundreds of yards below, their treasure cart has exploded into a frozen firework of gold, valuables, and yaks, dredge gore. That was a costly mistake, grunts Ubin between clenched teeth. I wonder why that dredge went after the yaks in the first place, and you realize the bigger problem is the vast fortune now lying at the bottom of the cliff. Nothing for it. There's no time to stop now. Though painful, you'll leave the scene behind. If you're lucky, you'll be able to come back for the gold later. Camp at the Godstone. Where's Ubin? Everyone stops. Godstone looming overhead for a short rest. The warriors are glad for it. The stone gives you an ancient sense of being washed over, in a comforting way. Didn't help the bodies underneath it, though. The earth at the base of the Godstone is scarred, like a struggle occurred. Merchants. No dredge. Circling dangler, a variety of goods. Barrel of meat. Who knows how old? Loose silver. Statue made of soapstone. Offerings to a dead god. Who options would check for Mercer's brother. It's in the pile of bodies. A glitter catches your eye. He fishes a gold necklace out from a jerkin to find 5 golden rings strung on it. The merchant's brother. Guess he didn't make it, you mutter. Take the necklace with intent to return it. Toss the necklace to Moger and tell him to hang on to it. If anyone can be trusted, it's him.
Don't know what you made them think the gods don't be safe. Completely exposed up here, he says. If we're going to rest, I think we ought to do it a little further away.
Let's examine the godstone at least. I think there's always one of the favorites amongst men. God of good fortune. They believed he brought luck, wealth, whatever else you wish you had, but couldn't get on your own. The word fortune has a lot of meanings. Eventually, you move on. In the distance, you see smoke rising from the trees.
Dredge aren't known for setting fires, says Moger.
It does get their attention.
But it does get their attention. We use fires like that to lead them along in the Great Wars.
Yeah, but they've iced up to that after a while, interjects another warrior. Or it could be someone trying to get our attention, claims Facil. The other group from Sleeth were sent this way. No matter how you look at it, investigating will cost time. Let's check it out ourselves. The sound of fighting ahead compel you to crash through the foliage, sidestepping Varl and Dredge bodies along the way.
You burst onto a scene of carnage, vast number of falls, surrounded by Dredge. Explanations can wait. You charge into the fight.
City and Bell.
Cool.
Remind me to change the order.
Weakens.
it's time to start hurting. Although we do need to get Hakon out of there. And of course. By yourself. Get out of here. Good work, Basalt. Nice. Nice. Damn it. We're gonna need to stop to rest soon. And I'm gonna need to go to bed. It is 11:02. As the fighting wraps up, one of the Varl puts his axe away and puffs on a pipe. Hakon, he greets you. Glad you saw our signal. He explains that they had come from Slid and were surrounded. He spotted you in the distance, lit a fire to draw your attention, at the risk of drawing the dredge as well. Nightly caravan, your sizable detachment joins your ranks. Nice! We got a lot of Varl. And a lot of supplies. I think we got to rest. Because Ursa's probably got like a week. Oh no, only 1 week. But we still have 35 days of supplies, we'll be fine. Alright. You get promoted. Because better slag and burn is always welcome. So, we want... let's give her more armor. Make her more dangerous. Ganolf, Mogre, Icon. We'll decide what to do with that. What's the target at a range of 2? That's pretty good. Honestly, Fasalt doesn't really need a whole lot. Alright. Alright. Everyone's healthy. Let's... Let's try out some ordering. So... I like Fasol being last. I think Ursa should be towards the beginning. Moger should probably be first-ish, because he's front line. Let's try it. This must be riveting gameplay. Because we're not even progressing anywhere. I think the thing about Sundering Impact is you want to do it once you've already broken through their armor. As far as I'm aware. Let's try it. Let's see how much of an effect Sundering Impact does. No more range attacks. Don't ask me why I'm humming Misty Mountains. Actually, you could, I'll honestly probably guess. Maybe something to ask Barrack once he's around. Why it is that Tolkien seems to have such a heavy kind of like Norse influence. Hope you like fire. Nice. Get on out of here. I think Hakan has some problems. For a great warrior, he seems to die a lot. But maybe that's just mine. That's why it's problematic that Varl is that big. Oh, one of the reasons. There we go. Hakan, I think you need some help. Would leveling you up help? The answer is maybe? Make him mighty! No. Nah. How's that do again? Yeah. Alright. Honestly, this seems like a good place to stop. At least for the night. Thanks everyone who stopped by. Thanks for the hosts, from Jake. We will continue this probably tomorrow night, starting at like 8:15, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. See you all then. Is there someone I can host? The answer is yes.